Hello, and I am actually here with Dr. Janet McKinney here at Macomb Community College. Janet, what is your role here at Macomb?
I am a full-time professor of speech communication, which means I am in charge of the degree programs as well as teaching my own classes.
Oh, great, great. So, now you say that you offer the speech classes here. What are some of the communication degree programs that are offered here at Macomb?
Well, currently, we basically have one degree program. It's an applied science program, but it has majors in interpersonal, intercultural, public relations, mass media, and public address.
Wow, that's a lot. What are some of the various classes that people would have to pick from to get these
Well,
degrees?
now, remember, when you put a degree program together, you put it together with the fact that the student has a major in the area in which they want to go.
Mhm.
And then there are always the degree requirements from arts and science. Then in addition, for instance, the public relations class. It's a 200 level, but it's a good class for students to take to be able to get an idea as to whether or not they even want to go in public relations. So we add to that like marketing and advertising.
Mm.
Now in mass media, we offer both television, radio, as well as the video.
Mhm.
And we're now in the process of rebuilding our curriculum. And for the announcing class, we're going to be adding in voice acting.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Oh, yes.
Now, can you identify some of the advantages of attending Macomb Community College?
Well, I would say start out first of all and talk about the faculty and the staff. I know here in the speech department right now, we have the best faculty we've ever had. Over 60% of the faculty started out with K through 12 certification, so they know how to teach.
Mm.
And the second thing is, being community college professors, we put our time into teaching. It's not that we don't research and write, because you know I have my published book,
Mhm.
but it's the idea that we put the student first, the student learning first.
Great, great. Now, on average, if someone is interested in obtaining their degree, how long does it take them to get a degree, let's say with an emphasis on communication?
Well, it runs about 60 hours, and so the way I try to schedule the classes is that a person could get it done in 4 semesters. Sometimes they can speed it up just a little bit if they go to summer school.
Oh, great, great. Now, in an effort to remain competitive in the broadcasting industry, I know that Macomb offers various audio and video classes.
Mhm.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the curriculum and the equipment that the students actually utilize?
Well, we have some of the best equipment we've ever had right now. And again, I put the emphasis on faculty. Mr. Luckett has his own film department, has his own film business, and is a graduate of both Wayne State University and the University of Michigan. And so he has a real keen understanding of what makes good talent, and he has a very quiet discipline about him as a teacher. So not only is that discipline in his work, the discipline's in his teaching. Because my minor was in mass media, I have a tendency to supplement that with some of the more theoretical classes that are important.
Oh, yes, they most definitely are.
Mhm.
What are some of the other resources that are available so that the students are able to achieve their goals?
Well, inside of the classroom itself, we are an intercultural department. We are interested in diversity. So what that basically means is, not only are we interested in diversity on the everyday business level, but we're interested in terms of global.
Mhm.
So every single one of our speech communication courses has some sort of global component, where you have to be talking about countries outside the United States and how we're working together. In addition to that, I certainly have to put a plug in for the Center for Teaching and Learning. A lot of help comes from there. We also put a lot into the student success services that are offered, particularly those that are in J building. And then, of course, you've got to talk about your library.
Oh, yes.
Now, in combination with that, we have a cousin grouping.
Mhm.
And some years ago, we decided, how are we all going to teach these classes in peace and solemnity? Okay, and so MACA, the Media and Communication Arts Department, and I, as well as the electric company, or I call them the electric company, but it's actually the people teaching electric, we decided which classes belong to whom. And so our electric people keep both MACA and communication going. And the students learn how to handle equipment and how to take care of equipment as well.
That's
So, but there's just so much, we could just go on and on. I'm sure time doesn't
Yes,
allow.
yes. Well, I just have one more question for you,
Okay.
Dr. J. And my final question is, as we all know, you are a very accomplished writer with a variety of books which have been published. Why have you decided to share your wealth of knowledge here with the students of Macomb?
basically, we have a platform performance philosophy, which means we want the students to be able to stand up and to speak up. And a lot of the literature that's being written today is from a take the class book, textbook kind of thing. And in order to get the students to have that skill, what I've done is I've written my textbook, bringing in a lot of ideas from oral interp and from theater. Because public address has a lot of theater in it. And so in order to get that, I had to write the book. And of course, to be honest with, in terms of economics, textbooks today are running $125. Mine's not even half that.
Wow, that's great. Well, we appreciate that, and here your students at Macomb really appreciate that.
You're
Again, Dr. J with the speech department at Macomb Community College, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome, dear.
Thank you. And remember, if you don't start, you'll never finish.
All right, I like that.